Get away from me! Charlotte screamed, pushing away the two men who were grinding up on her on the dance floor of Attitude nightclub. As Aiden jumped in to help rescue her, Charlotte slapped one of the men across the face. The rest of the people in the club were still dancing to the loud music, oblivious to the drama that was unfolding around them. "Why, you little—" the beefy man growled as he reached out for Charlotte, but Aiden stepped in at the last second and grabbed his arm. "You heard what she said. Back off," he warned. "Wait a minute. I know this guy," Aiden realized. "This is the same guy, Ron, who was bothering Ava a few weeks ago. He's one of my own men." "The last time we met, I showed you mercy," Aiden snarled. "This time, you won't be so lucky. Someone needs to teach you to keep your hands to yourself." "Do I know you?" The beefy man looked up at Aiden with no trace of recognition in his eyes. "Let go of my arm, you little— or I'll break your bones in half," he shouted angrily. Aiden's anger flared up on hearing Ron's threat. He twisted the beefy man's arm until he was off balance, then swept out his thick legs to knock him to the floor. "Are you okay?" Aiden asked Charlotte. She nodded, then her eyes suddenly widened in fear. "Aiden, look out!" Aiden immediately turned around, just as Ron's powerful fist connected with his stomach, knocking the wind out of him. He doubled over in pain. "Leave him alone, you thug!" Charlotte hissed. Everyone on the dance floor suddenly realized that a fight had started and started running away. A record scratched on the turntable as the DJ turned off the music. Ron threw his head back and laughed. "What are you going to do about it, princess? Let's go. You're coming with me." He grabbed Charlotte's arm and started dragging her away. "I told you to let her go. This is your last warning," Aiden shouted. But as he took off after Ron, he was instantly surrounded by a trio of Ron's goons. Aiden held his hands up in front of him. "Listen, boys, I don't have any problem with you. Just step aside and no one has to get hurt." "Get a load of this guy," one of the goons sneered, his thumb at Aiden. "There are 3 of us and only 1 of you. Someone's definitely going to get hurt tonight, and you know as well as I do that it's going to be you." The first goon charged at Aiden, but Aiden ducked and threw the man over his shoulder, sending him crashing into a table and chairs. They crumbled like twigs under his weight. "Ugh!" At the same time, Aiden caught the club of the second goon who was attacking him from behind, snatching it out of his hand. Then he spun around, landing a roundhouse kick to the second goon's face, knocking him into another set of tables. As the third thug attacked, Aiden used the club he had stolen from the second goon to crack him on the head and knock him out cold. Before the thug hit the ground, Aiden kicked him into a pile with the other 2 goons who were lying on the floor unconscious. Aiden wiped his hands as he surveyed the damage. "Too bad I had to beat up my own men and destroy my own club to save Charlotte," he thought. "That's the cost of doing business, I guess. Now it's time to go find Ron and get her back." "Not so fast." Aiden suddenly heard a man's gruff voice behind him and felt the cold steel barrel of a gun press up against the back of his head. "Hands up where I can see them." Aiden did as he was instructed, raising his arms in the air slowly. "You work for the Tiger, don't you?" he asked. He turned his head, trying to catch a glimpse of the man with the gun standing behind him. "Yeah, what's it to you?" the man replied. "If anything happens to that girl that Ron ran away with, I promise you'll both be in a world of trouble." "You've got a lot of nerve making threats like that. Who are you?" the man asked suspiciously. "I told you, I work for the Tiger." "Then how come I've never seen you before? There's no way a young newcomer like you has already gained more influence in the Tiger group than me and Ron," the man growled. "I can probably take this guy out, but I didn't get a good look at him," Aiden thought. "And with the gun involved, someone could end up getting seriously hurt. I'd rather not kill one of my own men, especially not at my own nightclub. Homicide is bad for business. and I need to find Charlotte before that thug hurts her. There's only one easy and quick way out of this. I can explain everything, but I need to speak to you in private, Aiden said. The man with the gun hesitated before replying. Fine, step into the back room, but keep your arms where I can see them. If you make any fast moves, I'm gonna blow your brains out, understood? Aiden nodded. I hear you loud and clear. The man stayed about 10 steps behind Aiden as he followed him into the back room of Attitude nightclub. Turn around, nice and slow, said the man with the gun once they were alone. Aiden turned to face the man whose features were mostly hidden in the shadows. Light was visible only on the lower half of his face. So, what do you have to tell me? The man asked Aiden in his deep voice. I am your boss, Aiden said confidently, without hesitation. I am the tiger. For a moment, the man froze. But after a few seconds, he started laughing. Now I have no choice but to kill you. You should know better than to insult a tiger like that. He scowled and tightened his grip on the trigger. Wait, I can prove it to you, shouted Aiden. Do you see the ring on my finger? He started to move his hand. I warned you, no fast movements. The man gripped the gun nervously. Aiden nodded and very slowly removed the ring from his finger. He held it out in his open palm. The man took the ring from him and inspected it carefully. You see that T engraved inside the band? Asked Aiden. The man's eyes opened wide. Where did you get this? From my father, Samuel Gibson, replied Aiden. The man looked up at Aiden and started trembling. Tiger? It's really you, isn't it? Aiden nodded. The man lowered his weapon and fell to his knees. Please forgive me, boss. If I knew you were the tiger, I never would have pointed a gun at you. Not in a million years. I accept any punishment you want to give me, even if it means death. Get up, Aiden commanded, taking his ring back and slipping it onto his finger. What your punishment will be depends on whether or not anything happens to the girl that Ron has kidnapped. Take me to him right now. Yes, sir. The man immediately jumped to his feet. What's your name? Aiden asked, as Randall led him out of the back room and up a dark stairway to the VIP section. My name's Randall, boss. I'll consider letting you live, Randall, but only on one condition. Do not tell anyone who I am. My identity must be kept secret for now. Randall nodded. I swear to you, boss, I won't breathe a word of this conversation to anyone. When they reached the back of the VIP section, Randall opened the door to a private bedroom. As it swung open, Aiden was horrified to see Charlotte lying on the bed in the corner of the room. She seemed to be unconscious and was wearing nothing but her bra and panties. Ron's bulky frame was looming over her. When he heard them come in, he looked up angrily. What took you so long? He said to Randall. Then he noticed Aiden standing there. You again, he growled. What did you do to her? Aiden shouted. Ron shrugged. I just gave her a little something to help her relax. You drugged her? Aiden's eyes narrowed with deadly intent. I swear, if you so much as touched one hair on her head, I'm going to kill you. Slowly. He growled. Ron cracked his knuckles. Bring it on. He jumped into a fighting stance as Aiden rushed toward him. What will happen when Aiden and Ron finally fight? Did Aiden arrive in time to save Charlotte? Will Randall keep the tiger's identity secret?
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.